Welcome back to the channel. Remember to like and subscribe. Let's get rolling. Make sure to hit that subscribe button.
Okay guys, now we are going to Melbourne, a long trip for XPeng relaunch. So let's just go through with the trip planner. This is using the native apps of the car, and you can see we're gonna stay at Ibis Budget Faulkner in Melbourne. The trip is going to be about 9 hours 40 minutes, but that's without 8 hours 4 minutes, but that's without the charging. Of course, it means, you know, we can't do it, and also we want to avoid toll roads right now. So you can see this is insufficient range because we only have 600 range right now. 600 range. We are now sitting at 95%. So before we start, we click the charging options, then it will show where we should go to charge. Now in here it says that we need to charge at Tesla Yass. I believe this one at 20% we will arrive there. I believe this is Yass. Yes, this is Tesla Yass, Tesla Supercharger Yass. And then after that we need to charge at ChargeFox. Now I'm not going to charge at ChargeFox. I'm just gonna try all with Tesla Supercharger. Although with this car, the only downside using the Tesla Supercharger with our XPeng G6 is the speed is gonna be capped at 100 instead of whatever it is that the Tesla is capable of. So it means the charging is gonna be longer. It will take longer for us to actually charge, but I will not do 20% to 90% anyway. I will just do 20%, whatever it is, until the 80% battery percentage, and then after that I will then try to look for the another charging area over there. And yeah, let's go, let's see how it goes. If not, oh yeah, okay, hang on. In here I just want to do with Tesla. Done. So I'm not gonna use ChargeFox, I'm just gonna use Tesla and see how it goes. Okay, let's start, and I'll give you an update later on while we're going. And you can see right now our efficiency is sitting at 12.5 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. Of course, take the third exit onto Mary Street. Of course, this will actually change because the on the highway it will becomes very much different. And then I will do the trip reset, so then we can see that this is actually the trip, how long it will take. So yeah, I'll give you another update later on, or any scene, any interesting point along the way. Let's see how it goes. Okay, there you go guys. Safe driving to me. Okay, so we're gonna enter M5 towards Canberra. So we're gonna pass Canberra, and according to the navigation, we will gonna arrive at 55% at the Tesla charger. So let's see. We are now taking a rest at McDonald's Sutton Forest, and before we continue to Tesla Supercharger. And right now we are sitting at 69% with estimated 344 kilowatt, not 344 kilowatt, 344 kilometers, and the efficiency is sitting at 18.4 kilowatt hour per 100 kilometers. So it is now estimated that we will arrive at 25% at the charging station. Okay, so I'll see you soon. Okay, so we just finished our break, toilet break and coffee time. There you go. And yeah, so we are now estimated to arrive at the charging station, Tesla Supercharger at Yass, at 25%. And right now the efficiency is 18.4. And yep, let's see. So we still have 200 kilometers to go, and we will arrive. What? Are you sure? So we will arrive now at 5 p.m. Okay, let's just go.
Safe driving.
5 p.m.
All doors locked for safety measures.
The supercharger. Okay, so see you soon. Talk to you later. I just realized why after the rest stop at Sutton Forest, the trip is actually 200 kilometers instead of about 137 before. And for whatever reason, when we came back to the car, the navigation is actually recalculate the charging stop, and it actually choose the further one. So we are not stopping at Yass, we are now actually stopping at Coolac, which is further away compared to Yass. So that's why we are now arriving at the charging station at 16:56 at 4:56, so 5 p.m. today. Okay, yeah, hopefully, let's see whether there is a cafe over there or something like that, so that we maybe can have early dinner straight away there rather than stop again for dinner. And right now the efficiency is 18.1 kilowatt hours per 100, which is quite good. And the estimation is we will be arriving at Tesla Supercharger at Coolac at 24%. Yep, so 24% arrival, and we're gonna charge there 24% until 80%. Simple in charging. From what I've learned, there is no point charging above 80% in a fast charger, because the speed will drop to, will be very slow. But I don't know with the Tesla Supercharger, because this car, the charging speed will be capped at 100 kilowatt, so maybe it will not be an issue to charge above the 80%. But the issue with Tesla Supercharger, after the 80%, if the site is actually busy during busy period, it will charge. There will be a busy, I think there is a busy surcharge. So yeah, so I'll probably just cap it at 80% and then move on again. Okay then, so far to end. So we have traveled since we left Auburn. We have traveled 200 kilometers now, so it's 199.6. So soon it will be 200. And also during this trip, I think Remy will reach 20,000 kilometers. So there you go. So Remy will be having the 20,000 kilometers milestone in Melbourne for XPeng relaunch. Okay then guys, I'll talk to you in the next one. Getting close to the wind farm. So amazing. Like, it was so small, but it's so big. And then you get close to it and and you realize how big it is. Look at the propellers. Oh my gosh, that is so big. Like the trees. Oh my. Wow, there is another one at the bottom. Okay. Oh wow. Okay guys, we just have to take a quick stop at KFC because my missus needs a snack. So we stopped by at KFC Yass service center, which yeah, it's actually quite good. Make a drone flight also around, you know, showing the area, which is very good. Anyway, yeah, we'll go from here to Coolac for the charging. It's not really that far away. It's only 78 kilometers left to go. So, and we'll be arriving now at Coolac Tesla Supercharger at 5:21. And efficiency right now is actually pretty good. From the last stop until now is actually now dropped to 17.5. 17.5. So about 100 kilometers is since startup is actually 17.5. Yeah, 17.5. And we have driven about 263 kilometers before charging. So we will be charging around when the trip you know, where we have traveled about 350-ish kilometers. So pretty good. And estimation arrival over there is about 26%, and we'll now be arriving in Melbourne about 11 p.m. because of these two stops. Okay then, let's go and see you on the next update. Bye.
Safe driving.
Okay guys, we have arrived at Tesla Supercharger at Coolac. This is where there is the hotel, Beehive Hotel, which is still under construction. I knew this place. I know this place from a YouTuber that I follow, where he actually traveled around Australia, and he also traveled from Melbourne to Sydney a few times and passing this area all the time, and he charged here. Yeah, so this is actually quite a popular area. Anyway, I'm going to charge now at Coolac, and the charger, just to give you an update, the efficiency arriving here is 17.4 kilowatt hour per 100 kilometers, and the state of charge is 26.2%. So it's quite good. Now let's charge at Tesla. So let's open Tesla. So find your charger. Yep, Coolac. And then I believe this is 3D before. touch here, and then I believe 3D. Yep, I believe it's 3D, right? Yes. Okay, so it's 3D.
Welcome to XPeng X. Don't forget to fasten your seatbelts.
Yes. So start charging, and then it will plug into start. Okay, so let's see. Let me plug in now.
Mobile phone left in the vehicle.
Okay, there we go.
Welcome to XPeng X. Don't forget to fasten your seatbelts.
Okay, so it's preparing for charging. I can hear the charging. Yep, so charging in progress. And we should be getting 100 kilowatt hour. And it's ramping up. Yep. Yes, so why is it US dollar showing? Why is it US dollar? It was showing as US dollar before. Okay, so we're charging now at 26%, and yes, it's 98.5 kilowatt, which means the Tesla Supercharger, although it's actually 300 kilowatt rate charging speed, Remy can only get 98. So there you go. Confirm again, but at least the good thing is we can charge with Tesla Supercharger, which is one of the most reliable. And it says to now this is automatically limit to 75%. We want to charge until 80%. So we want to maximize it to 80, and now it's showing is we need to charge for 33 minutes. Okay, so that's a break, the first break. Before, I believe we will have to charge one more time at Albury, Tesla Albury, and then yeah, let's take it from there. Okay, so it's done. So it's 80% and it's 401 kilometers estimation. So now okay, so we're now at 401 kilometers and estimation, that's the estimation. And since we have driven 340 kilometers with the efficiency of 17.4 since start. But yeah, I don't have since the trip, because one of the, you know, when we stop at the McDonald's, the car turned off, and thus the consumption since start is gone. So but yeah, but we'll come up with the, I'll come up with the total efficiency later on. So this is 339, and we're not really charging until 100%, so it's not really the efficiency. So I might just go over later on, you know, when I am actually at the hotel, and then do some more calculation to give you the final update when we arrive at Melbourne. Yeah, so the efficiency is actually quite good. So let's see how it goes with the efficiency from now until Albury. So I'll give you an update later on when we're on the road. Okay, then see you guys. Okay, so we have arrived at the second charging, of which we will charge up to 80% again, and this is going to be the last one for the trip until we arrive at Melbourne at the hotel. And we will have to charge near the hotel. There is a Tesla also, so that's the final charge for the trip, the whole trip. So the efficiency from the last charging in Coolac until here in Albury, so this is Tesla Supercharger at Albury, is 18.6 kilowatt hour per 100 kilometers. And we can see that the total, so since start, so 18.6, and we have driven 534.5 kilometers right now. Although from the last charging we traveled about almost 195 kilometers. So yeah, so that's about it on this. So I'm going to set it up, the charging, and limit it to the 80%. And then let's go. So we're charging 28 minutes. So this is the time for me to take a break. Toilet break. See ya, bye bye. Hey guys, okay, I'm back again. Yep, so it's finished charging now, and we're sitting at 80% again. But now it's showing us its estimation is 380. It's because, I believe it's because of the last the efficiency when we arrive here is 18.6, compare on the last charging stop we're stopping at a 17 point something. So now I'm just going to stop, remove the charger, and we'll continue on our trips. Okay guys, now we are at 80%, with estimation range of 380 kilometers,
Turn left on
and
then turn right.
our journey still have about 300 kilometers left
Right onto Dean.
of 3 hours driving, and thus the estimation arrival of 16%. And yeah, let's see. I think this one will be more accurate, even though I think it will be a bit better because we're going towards the city inside Melbourne already, so thus, you know, the regen will be more, and thus the efficiency will be better than the 18.6. So I'm assuming the efficiency will be about 17-ish to 18, maybe about 17.6 to 18 kilowatt hours, and thus the battery percentage left will be better than 16% from here. But let's see how it goes. Okay, see you on the next update. Okay, I'm back again. So this is now an update before so this is our last stretch. So the efficiency right now, we've already driven about 656 kilometers from Sydney, and the efficiency from the last stretch from Albury until now is 19.1 kilowatt hour per 100 kilometers. So yeah, it's 19. So my assumptions on average when doing a long trip, I always base it on 20 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. So that's just roughly means, you know, for every kilowatt hour battery, it's 5 kilometers travel. And yeah, so this is actually now going up because on this stretch the road is just flat, no uphills and downhills, and thus the car is not doing much of regen, but always slowly on you know, consumption of energy. And roughly on average, it means then, you know, the car is actually doing 19 kilowatt hours. And right now the power, you know, according to the OBD port, is 27 kilowatt power. So it's pulling 27 kilowatt powers. So yeah, again, my assumption for the trip, the estimation on the car, from the car right now, we will arrive at 10%. But my assumption when we are actually near in Melbourne already, it will improve a little bit for the consumption because of the traffic. So does, you know, traffic lights stop and things like that, and maybe a bit going up hills and down hills a little bit on the near Melbourne, hopefully. If not, yeah, If not, then we'll be arriving at 10% instead of the original estimation of, I believe, is 13%. I'm still happy with 10% because then it's not far away. There will be a chargers over there, so we can always charge it and then come back to the hotels after check-in. So after check-in, I'm going to actually charge. I'm going to charge it only until 75% because it's gonna be just urban driving. And yeah. Now, also to note, to give you what I've experienced during the drive, at some period during the drive, the external temperature dropped to 5 degrees Celsius, and the car is fogging inside. And it's my experience when I go to parks last year is the same what I feel, what I experience right now. The car is very laggy and hard to actually clear the fogs. And even though there is here the settings to actually turn on the heaters for the windshield and the back windows, it's just really hard. So yeah, right now because of the driving, I opened the car ventilation from so for the air from outside coming into the cabins, and then I put 27, and then I blow the air conditioned volume to maximum to actually blow it hard. And then at some stage when I was driving, I actually have to pull down the window a little bit. And yeah, I think this is the only, I have to say this is the only downside with Remy. With Remy, ooh, there is a dead animal in the middle of the road. Almost just hit it again. Anyway, coming back. So I think that's the weakness right now from my point of view with Remy, with G6. I've experienced with difficulties with the fogginess in the in the windshield to clear the fogs. Yeah, anyway, that's how it is, and it appears right now seems to be okay. Right now the external temperature is actually 6 degrees Celsius, and appears to be okay. And my setup right now is 27 degrees for the air condition, which is that's the heaters. And I believe because of the heaters also, and I think my wife still having the seat heating, that's where the consumption is actually more because of that. And I'm actually using the heat, the windshield heater, but I don't know which one is actually which one on this one, to be honest. So I'm just turning on everything at the moment just in case it's actually foggy. So yeah, and again I'll just put up the air volume. We'll put up to maximum to make sure that it keeps the air into the windshield, hot air to the windshield. Okay then, that's just my ramble right now about the windshield. See you until the next one. Okay, so we have arrived at the hotel, and then I go straight away here. I'm actually now at Tesla Supercharger near, let's see, okay, I'm trying to actually charge at the Tesla Supercharger. This is Tesla Supercharger version 2, I believe. Sorry, version 3, because it's only one cable. Yeah, let's see how it goes. It's not charging right now. Yes. Okay, third time the charm.
Welcome to XPeng X. Don't forget to fasten your seatbelts.
Okay, so third time the charm. So it's charging now. Yep, ramping up to 90 kilowatt. Okay, so let's see. So 47 minutes. That's not bad. Okay, so to discuss the efficiency, when I arrive is 19.1 at the hotel. Sorry, basically until now here is 19.1 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers, and I have to slow down during the last 30 kilometers. So yeah, unfortunately it is what it is. Okay, so we're finally here again after charging. So the car is at 80%, and again the efficiency is 19.1. We've traveled 833.9 kilometers. So by tomorrow or the next day, Remy will hit the milestone of 20,000 kilometers. Okay then, that's from me for this trip from Sydney to Melbourne. See you later. Bye bye.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Make sure to hit that like button. Let's get rolling. Make sure to hit that subscribe button.